We've made it to the middle of the week. Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. New at 6, Kennewick commuters hit evening traffic delays, the water main break that shut down a part of Edison Street. Also ahead, a Kennewick councilman claims he knew about the facility for violent sex offenders months ago. The mayor's correction that questions who knew what and when. Then Franklin County ends its juvenile services partnership with Benton County, the lawsuit settlement that could create more independence by March. Stacy?
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin, it's been a pretty mild day overall. When is that next storm on the way? I'll tell you all about it. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And a very good Wednesday evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. It's February the 18th. Wendy Redman is off tonight. First at 6 and developing right now, a water main break shut down a portion of Edison right near Clearwater in Kennewick during rush hour traffic tonight. We were there. So was the Kennewick Fire Department. They were called out to Edison Terrace Heights apartments shortly before 5 this evening. Water spewed into the street and at least one lane of traffic was shut down for about an hour. Nobody was hurt. Traffic is flowing once again. No word on how it happened as crews are currently investigating. A busy meeting for the Kennewick City Council with community members voicing their concerns about the proposed home for Level 3 registered sex offenders last night and leaders passing a resolution opposing the home. New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz takes you to that meeting and tells you new details that one councilman revealed to residents.
Dozens of frustrated Central Kennewick residents filled the City Council chamber Tuesday night, hoping to see political action in their fight against the proposed less restrictive alternative home.
This shows you the violent man that is going to run this facility. You got his crime sheet, you got all the issues going on here, and for us, you failed us. I want to know, what are you going to do?
In response to community frustration, council members passed a resolution in opposition to the opening of the home, which council members are calling a step in the right direction.
And we're setting the stage for the whole state to understand that these are things that need to be changed statewide, and the resolution sends that message directly back to our Olympia that they need to be recognizing the needs of our communities.
During public comment before the council voted on the resolution, some applauded city leaders for taking action on the issue, while others say they're still waiting for a solution that can actually stop the home from opening.
So what does this joint resolution accomplish exactly, and what action does it take on this current proposed LRA?
Mayor McShane says that the city is doing all that it can to prevent the home from opening. But he says the city is restricted by state laws, and he says there's been a lack of transparency from the state as the city explores ways it can legally take action. And so far, the city has found a couple of ideas on how it can fight back.
They do, however, identify certain facilities within the cities as being places of concern, and so they call them a risk facility. Okay, and one of those is a publicly dedicated pathway.
Mayor McShane says the city is working to put a pathway just north of the proposed LRA property. While the need for action is at the top of upset residents' minds, the need for transparency is a close second. Some residents expressed their frustrations with state and city leaders over how late they were informed about the proposed LRA.
You guys had all a golden opportunity to give the legislation a chance to do better, to help us out more.
Then, near the end of the Tuesday meeting, Councilmember John Trumbull told residents when he believes he first heard about the plan.
This city councilman learned about this proposed idea months ago. And I learned about it in a setting that prevented me from going public. I could not talk about it. There's something called an executive session.
I've spoken with him this morning. Councilmember Trumbull was mistaken, and he was inaccurate in his depiction of that. There was not at any time this discussed in an executive session. He was referring to a meeting that he had in December of last year after the closing of the property had been completed.
Councilmember Trumbull's comments and Mayor McShane's clarification are leaving many neighbors confused as they try to navigate the possibility of living door to door with Level 3 registered sex offenders. During the Tuesday meeting, one council member proposed inviting the community to a workshop to discuss the timeline of the proposed home, as well as what else the city has learned.
Reporting from the newsroom, Caleb Sipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Caleb, the City Council is set to review the proposed workshop at a further date. In the meantime, the city of Pasco is taking proactive steps on sexually violent predator homes. Tuesday night, the Pasco City Council passed a temporary moratorium on less restrictive alternatives and secure community transition facilities. State law requires cities to allow the facilities somewhere, but leaders say they won't move forward without strong local rules in place. The city is now developing land use standards, reviewing zoning options, and promising public input before any permanent decisions are made. Council members say the focus is on safety and staying ahead of the process.
I appreciate staff getting on this when we kind of brought it up a couple weeks ago. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I hate the fact that City Kennewick and their residents had to be the example, but again, sometimes these things kind of sneak up on you.
Officials say the approach will be serious, legal, and proactive, and they are encouraging residents to stay informed and engaged as the process moves forward. More updates are expected as the council continues its review. All right, turning now to First Alert weather. Our Stacey Lee is here, cruising through this week.
Today is Ash Wednesday, correct?
Ash Wednesday, too, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, let's talk weather. We've had a big mix, and Josh and I have been having lots of conversations about this forecast. So tonight, though, it's been pretty quiet, so we'll take a live look outside. 41 degrees, but we're seeing a few sprinkles coming down in the area. Winds are light at 7, and your feels like temp is 36. So if you are heading out the door, grab a coat as those temperatures are going to drop down. Pretty chilly tonight. We're going to be down in the 20s for most of our area. Cold air is filtering down from the north. And remember, just like a week ago, this was the flip-flop. We were warm and they were cold. So there we did the flipperoo. We also have a chance of snow for valleys through Friday. That means lower elevations, just a trace here and there, though, is all we're expecting. For tonight, it gets really cold quickly in Ellensburg. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Everybody down in the 30s there at 9, and by 11, 20s and 30s. So just to recap, small chance of lowland snow. More mountain snow in the forecast. Chilly overnight lows tonight. And then get ready. We have a nice little warm up as we head towards the weekend. Austin?
Stacey, we'll see in just a bit. Turning to continuing coverage, Franklin County is moving forward with a plan to leave its longstanding juvenile justice partnership with Benton County after reaching a settlement that will dissolve the agreement by the end of March. New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says county leaders say the move will save the county millions.
Franklin County leaders say ending the bi-county partnership with Benton County gives them the ability to run juvenile services independently and potentially save taxpayers money in the long run.
Pasco is on track to be the biggest city of the Tri-Cities. And so you have to scale your services and localize them more. And I think it's just one of those realities that, there's 100,000 people in the city of Pasco now, and that never used to be the case.
Benton County filed a lawsuit against Franklin County when they wanted out of the contract that was originally going to 2033. Now it's ending March 31st, as Franklin County prepares to send youth to Martin Hall this spring.
When you have a very soft on crime state mandate, and then you have the realities of running local government, we had a choice to make. We could have either continued with the agreement, and we could have raised taxes on our taxpayers by quite a bit, or we could have laid off about 25 staff.
Danzel says the move could save Franklin County millions and hope to save enough to build their own juvenile center.
We're looking at a 5 to 7 year time frame before we start being able to site and start breaking ground, hopefully, knock on wood, breaking ground. And
commissioners voted on Benton County's offer in a special meeting on Tuesday. At the regular meeting, Franklin County commissioners formalized it. We have reached out to Benton County for comment on the settlement and received this statement. Benton County is prepared to facilitate the separation regarding the administration and delivery of juvenile services. We have formally proposed that Franklin County be released from the current bi-county juvenile services agreement effective March 31st, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. We remain committed to working collaboratively with Franklin County administration to ensure a smooth transition that upholds our shared responsibility to the communities we serve. The next steps include finalizing the settlement in court and continuing discussions with judges as they prepare for that April transition. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Dan, thanks for laying that out for us. County leaders say they will be closely monitoring how the transition affects youth, families, and the courts in the months ahead, as questions remain about travel distances and access to services once the change takes effect. All right, well, now to Yakima. A major change could be coming to how Yakima pays for road improvements. Last night, Yakima City Council voted to eliminate the city's $20 car tab fee and replace it with a sales tax instead. Earlier today, I spoke with the mayor, Matt Brown, about what that means for residents.
Since it is an ordinance, let's do a roll call vote.
After nearly a decade, Yakima's $20 Transportation Benefit District car tab fee could soon be gone. On Tuesday night, City Council voted to replace it with a 0.1% sales tax, shifting how transportation projects are funded. Would inflation ever come into play?
Inflation has come into play. So with the TBD, anytime there is over a 20% increase in costs to your project scope list, that you have to come back and hold a public hearing. And there's this whole laid out process in state law. And so our staff has recently done a complete full analysis of all the projects to today's current costs, which was over the 20% of what it initially was.
The mayor says the change spreads the costs beyond just car owners, including visitors who drive on Yakima roads. He says the new tax would begin July 1st and would sunset after 10 years, unlike the car tab fee, which had no expiration date.
And so folks that come here for conferences, retreats, sporting events, stuff like that, they're actually now going to help contribute to the actual cost that is incurring on our roads.
City leaders say the switch will help complete nearly $42 million in transportation projects, including streets, sidewalks, lighting, and the long-discussed 6th Avenue project. Brown also tells me low-income residents could see relief.
I've had single moms with, 4 or 5 kids come into council meetings who can't pay their car tabs, and their only way to get to work is their car, and they're struggling, and they've got 4 kids at home, and their car was impounded because they didn't have their car tabs done, and so we've had to look at that from all sorts of perspectives. And in the city of Yakima, 20% of our population is living under the poverty line, right? So yeah, I think this is going to help a lot.
The council is now working on a proposed charter amendment that would prevent future councils from reinstating a car tab fee without voter approval. If approved by voters, that change would permanently limit the city's ability to bring the fee back.
And so you're going to start seeing these projects just boom, boom, boom. And I think from a measurable standpoint, being able to see like, hey, actually, they're not just collecting this thing and not doing something with it. They can see it. They can feel it.
The proposed sales tax is expected to take effect July 1st if finalized. Any change to the city charter would still need voter approval. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, victim services across Washington facing program cuts without legislative action. The funding crisis impacting critical lifelines. And live pictures from our Skycam network from Ellensburg to Richland. Stacy Lee is tracking your all-important First Alert weather forecast. So stay with us as we are on your side.
Don't miss this opportunity to get a home makeover from Walkers.
Graham Ike has teamed up with Walkers Furniture to provide one lucky winner with an incredible home makeover. Just go to walkerscares.com and see how you can enter to win.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
A new head coach and a new attitude, but it's still the most exciting game in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my!
Seattle Kraken Hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
Psst, psst. You make me feel so miserable.
Psst, psst. Flonase relieves your worst allergy symptoms so you can start feeling better the same day and save your relationship with nature. Flonase.
We need a secure place for our savings after that little girl broke in and...
She broke my little piggy bank.
I checked all my socials and asked around. Little Red Riding Hood and the Three Pigs all said the same thing.
Yep, they say Yakima Federal Savings and Loan is safe and secure.
I bet the big bad wolf can't even get in there.
And there are 10 of them right here in our forest.
Only one local bank is right for a bear's hard-earned honey.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. Not too big, not too small, just right. Member FDIC.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Don't miss this opportunity to get a home makeover from Walkers.
Graham Ike has teamed up with Walker's Furniture to provide one lucky winner with an incredible home makeover. Just go to walkerscares.com and see how you can enter to win.
Dateline tonight on Apple Valley News Now's My Network TV.
Thanks for staying with us on the news at 6. You know, for decades, survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and other violent crimes in both Benton and Franklin counties have had one place to turn in their darkest moments. Now that support system could face deep cuts. New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia explains why what happens in Olympia could impact survivors across Washington.
The Support Advocacy and Resource Center, known as SARC, has long been a lifeline for victims of sexual violence, domestic violence, sex trafficking, homicide, child abuse, and neglect. Executive Director Jody Garrettson says legislative funding has historically helped sustain those services in Washington state, but now that stability is uncertain. Federal dollars that once supplemented state funding are no longer available, and the state's base funding hasn't kept pace.
Our state has not increased funding for a couple of decades, and so while they have been consistent in providing some funding, it's not enough. And we're at the point now where the last couple of years, the state has stepped up and provided like a one-year funding, but then each year we need to go back and request and educate and explain, and then we don't really know if we're going to have that consistency of services, whether victims are going to be able to count on our programs.
Garrison says agencies across Washington state could lose funding if lawmakers don't pass legislation to create more consistent support. She also says they're not asking to expand, only to maintain the services survivors already rely on.
It's absolutely crucial. We are already looking at losing our counseling program as of June 30th due to lack of funding. And if the legislature is not able to step up and secure the additional funding, we will lose advocacy and probably prevention programming as well. And that's going to happen across the entire state. It's not only here, it's the entire state.
That includes services many survivors depend on immediately, like health filing protection orders. Garrettson says the state is also considering shifting to a single statewide 24-hour crisis line instead of maintaining local ones.
That might seem like a good idea because economies of scale. However, people don't know the services in each community. When we have a crisis call at night, our volunteers are local. They know exactly how to help in this community and follow up with us in the morning. And there's that continuity of care that is so critical. If we have to go to a statewide 24-hour crisis line, that is just not best services for victims of crime.
Beyond direct services, Gerritsen says funding affects public safety statewide.
If we are not able to help victims be strong and be able to stick with the criminal justice system, more offenders aren't held accountable and our crime rate can increase. So it's really a safety issue as well for our community.
For now, the future of those programs remain uncertain, hinging on the outcome of the current legislative session and the final state budget. Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Monique, Gerritsen calls this a time-sensitive issue and says they've been regularly contacting legislators in hopes of securing stable funding before decisions are finalized.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, let's dive into that forecast tonight. Start off with our Biomart Skycam, looking down into the Yakima Valley tonight, 38 degrees, clear skies there. The feels like is 36. Grab your coat. It's going to be a chilly one out there. Still seeing 40 degrees at Tri-Cities. Everybody else already dropping down in the 30s tonight. Let's take a look at our magic ball. It's called Futurecast. So, yes, we have more snow coming to the Cascades. Winter weather advisories are in the Oregon Cascades, and you could encounter some snow just outside of the Dalles if you were heading to the Portland area. So be aware of that overnight tonight. As tomorrow moves on, the snow moves to the north, and then we'll see a few stretches of snow developing Thursday night. Snoqualmie Pass into the Kittitas Valley, and possibly could even see a little bit of snow out towards the Hanford area. The Blues picking up snow. We're watching Pendleton and Walla Walla for Thursday, Friday morning. There could be impactful snow there for school delays and so on. Once we get past that, we're on a break on Friday, but there's lots more snow to come. Let's go around the region. This is what we're expecting by Friday, another 2 to 3 inches for the Cascades, about an inch or less down into the Kittitas Valley from Cle Elum to Menashtash Ridge. Then you get into the Yakima Valley, and it's going to be hit or miss, maybe a hint of snow there. You guys have had a few flakes this week. Most of it melting, though. We're going to be bone dry here in the Tri-Cities, snow-wise anyway. A slight chance of a minimal amount there in Prosser. And as we head to the foothills of the Blues, this is what we're going to keep an eye on Friday. So again, the Blue Mountains could use a little bit more snow, so we'll be watching that over the next couple of days. So fun forecast, but we've got another round coming, and this is from Saturday into Wednesday of next week. The majority of this snow is going to happen Monday to Tuesday of early next week. So you'll be watching those passes because we could have some closures. Going to see some heavy-duty snow once again to our Cascade Mountains. Your overnight lows, as we said, chilly tonight. If you're hitting the road this weekend, be prepared for winter-like conditions in Seattle. Warming in the daytime to 50, but those overnight lows chilly, and they're looking at maybe a little mixed precip on Saturday. Same thing down in the Portland area. We could see a little rain mix with snow there, with temperatures, though, topping out in the 50s. And then if Spokane is in your travels this weekend, a little bit more mild but chilly up there with the 20s and 30s for your temps. All right, 7-day planner, pretty mild overall, Tri-Cities. Nice little warm up getting into the weekend. And then you can see that Monday where we have showers here, that's when we'll be seeing more heavy mountain snow, especially in the Cascades. Chance for a little mixy mix there Sunday in Yakima, again, as that next winter storm hits our area towards the end of the weekend. Here's what it looks like in Ellensburg. We see 30s moving into the 40s with a chance of wintry mix, it looks like, on Sunday into Monday. And in Walla Walla, we'll stay in the 40s through Saturday with a nice warm up. Look at that, 55 degrees on Monday. But it's going to be wet in Walla Walla as the rain and storms pass through the region. Here's what it looks like in Hermiston, 40s to the 50s also. Pretty quiet, though, for the next 4 days in Hermiston. So enjoy the kind of quiet, the calm between storms, and again, be prepared for winter driving conditions across any of our mountain passes.
It was nice to see the sun today, though.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. All right, Stacey, thank you. Hey, coming up next, a bird with a fishing hook stuck in its beak seeks medical aid. The incredible moment it asks for help. That's next.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
So what do you think about these?
Yeah, we're gonna take... From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. As your needs change, update your bathroom with aging and accessibility solutions designed to keep the space safe and stylish. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
The journey on Rocky Mountaineer has been incredible so far. It feels like you can reach out and touch the mountains, and I've never felt so taken care of. You really just have to be here.
Experience the Canadian Rockies by Luxury Rail. Rocky Mountaineer.
Some mornings, I get a little extra help. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
At Fred's Appliance, all Bosch appliances are on sale. Save up to $300 on select Bosch dishwashers. Swing by Fred's Appliance today. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Back again, Jeff? Whoa. I'm future you. Our doctor figured out why your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back. It's IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
Time to check this out. Hospital workers were left with a strange tale to tell after an injured bird showed up at the emergency room, tapped on the door, as if it was to say, a little help here?
That's right. In a social media post by the hospital in Bremen, witnesses say the cormorant, you know what those are, right? Cormorant, showed up with a hook stuck in its beak and began pecking at the glass door of the ER. Medical staff and firefighters worked together to remove the hook and treat the wound before responders safely relocated the cormorant to the park behind the facility.
You love birds.
I love birds. Yeah. I'm a bird watcher.
So that was a good story for you.
Well, and the squirrel eats all my birds' food.
That too.
There's that going on.
That too. All right. Coming up next in our 6:30 half hour, a Richland senior breaks a 51-year-old record, the three-pointer, making him the Bombers' all-time leading scorer. That's on the other side of the break.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
My kids can't hide anything from me.
I'm home.
Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Want to get more done with one sheet? Grab Bounty. While ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even when wet. Can your paper towel do all that? Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Did you know CancerGuard could help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
It's one simple blood test.
Aha, good to know.
Nearly 70% of cancers diagnosed have had no routine screening. Until now.
Wait, what?
CancerGuard helps detect over 50 cancers, like pancreatic, ovarian, and lung, even before symptoms appear.
That really is good to know.
New CancerGuard from the makers of Cologuard. Knowing means everything.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
We're in this together. Sex and surgery all day.
Got this drive inside.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser General Surgery Center.
Injured in a car crash, the insurance company can sure make you feel small. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
Call 853-2222.
It's a great time to improve your sleep and pay less during the President's Day mattress event at Walker's. Enjoy the best selection of all your favorite mattress brands. And when you purchase select Serta, Beautyrest, or Heirloom mattresses, you'll get up to $300 of free furniture and free mattress delivery. Plus, enjoy 5 years no-interest financing, making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less. This week at all Walker's Furniture locations.
These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens.
I'm reporting in Kenwood.
In Walla Walla. Reporting from Granger.
Our television station leads the way with local news you trust.
We are Apple Valley News Now, and we're on your side.
Always on your side.
Next ET, only we're in Nashville with Milo Ventimiglia. Plus, Jennifer Garner and Judy Greer talk their 13 going on 30 reunion with a dark twist.
So good.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., rapid economic growth bringing infrastructure challenges, how local leaders in Moses Lake plan to address their water crisis. Plus, a bill to make Washington's most dangerous roads safer moves forward, the legislation targeting crash hotspots with safety improvements. That and more right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Austin Reed with Stacey Lee. Wendy is off tonight, and we are cruising through the week.
Halfway through the work week,
Ash
right?
Wednesday, too.
Ash Wednesday, a lot going on. And you know what? Skiers, come to the TV screen. You're going to like the ski forecast. We've gotten, several inches of snow around the region, and we'll come take a look at what it looked like at Schweitzer Mountain today. Look at that fog.
Wow.
But it did not deter any of these skiers. I love it. They were wearing their low light goggles and getting up there and just taking advantage of the great conditions that we've been seeing. Now, we have got that cold air coming down. That's good for the snow. It'll keep it nice and crispy around the area. We don't have a lot of moisture coming right now, but I see snowflakes on the screen for tomorrow. 23 degrees is the daytime high up at Schweitzer Mountain. Come on down to Bluewood. It's going to be a bluebird nice day, and they've had several inches of new snow up there as well. And at White Pass, nice and cold as well. We want to see these temps, and you see those snowflakes falling out of the sky. So a decent forecast. Now, going forward, the next couple of days going to be hit and miss. White Pass could pick up another 5 inches on Thursday, and it looks like Bluewood could be picking up another inch as we get into Friday. And the weekend is looking even better with this starting to come. More of the snow will come Sunday into Monday. So we'll update that forecast in a bit, and I'll give you my first alert full weather forecast here in just a few minutes. Austin?
All right, Stacey, turning to local living in Selah, upgrades are coming to one of the city's busiest roads. The city is preparing a signal upgrade project along South 1st Street between Fremont and Selah Avenue. Work is expected to begin as weather warms up. Officials say the project will replace aging signals, improve pedestrian access, and boost safety ahead of a road resurfacing later this summer. The mayor says the upgrades will make intersections safer and more accessible.
It'll involve putting some new lines in the pavement and improving the crosswalks for pedestrians to bring them up to current code.
City leaders say completing the signal upgrades before resurfacing the road will ensure the improvements are properly integrated, with much of the work supported through grant funding. In Moses Lake, city leaders say rapid growth and new industry are bringing opportunity, but also major infrastructure challenges. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with city leaders about the future of Moses Lake and what residents can expect.
The city of Moses Lake in Grant County has grown significantly over the years. Once primarily known for agriculture, now has a population of around 27,000 people with continued expansion in its urban growth area. Today, Moses Lake is home to a diverse manufacturing base, food processing facilities, advanced chemical companies, and aerospace operations, including Boeing. As the city continues to grow, Mayor Dustin Swartz says one priority is strengthening public safety infrastructure.
We're no different than other communities in Eastern Washington. When we talk about crimes, we see a lot of drug trafficking and those sorts of things. So building new facilities for both the police and fire, EMS is a huge priority for us.
City leaders are also looking at long-term transportation improvements, particularly the possibility of developing a second lake crossing to improve traffic flow and better connect industrial areas to Interstate 90.
We're looking at developing a second lake crossing, which would connect to the Port of Moses Lake most likely. And so that would then ultimately connect to I-90.
However, one of the biggest challenges facing Moses Lake right now is its water supply. Despite being located next to a lake, the city primarily relies on deep basalt aquifers.
Currently, we draw most of our water from deep basalt aquifers, so those are thousands of feet below the surface. And so there's many communities and also agricultural users who are experiencing the same thing that we are, which is just a depletion of the water in those deep aquifers. We're all sharing that water right now to a large degree.
The city of Moses Lake, much like many cities in Washington state, is experiencing a very real water shortage. And right now, city officials tell me that they're in a strategic planning stage.
So right now, we're looking to diversify our water portfolio and then also increase the infrastructure that we have to deliver the water. So there's some infrastructure deficiencies that we have, and also just to meet the growth demand, we need to add treatment and some other things.
City officials say future plans include expanding water treatment capacity and exploring additional water sources to meet both residential and industrial demand, all while trying to remain cost efficient for ratepayers. In Moses Lake, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
William, thank you. The mayor also says the city is continuing to pursue state and federal partnerships to help fund major infrastructure projects tied to water and transportation improvements. We're going to head to Olympia now. A bill aimed at making some of Washington's most dangerous roadways safer is moving forward. State Senator Nikki Torres from Pasco says the legislation allows the state to study crash hotspots, increase enforcement, and fund safety improvements using added fees on certain traffic violations within those zones. Supporters say the goal is to reduce serious and deadly crashes that have plagued these corridors in recent years. Torres says she's happy, although she was concerned for a moment, but the chair called for the bill to be heard. And in local sports, Richland High School basketball has a new all-time leading scorer. Senior Landon Northrop broke the 51-year-old record. He passed Mike Neal, who played college basketball at the University of Washington and was a graduate of Richland's 1975 class. Needing 7 points to break the record entering the game against Kamiakin, Northrop reached that mark in their first quarter. He has now scored 2,030 points and counting.
Feels great. I've had a lot of support over the years from my family and all my past coaches, and I've been playing the last 4 years, but really I feel like I've been in the program the last 18 years. I grew up going to every single game. I watched my brother play and all the people before him. I got to learn from them, so it's really a great honor to hold that title.
Getting the win against Kamiakin, Northrop scored 25 points. Richland advances to the district title game, where they will host Gonzaga Prep on Friday, the 20th. Coming up next, it is time for this week's Kraken Player Profile. A Finnish forward proves a chance of scenery and a change of scenery can unlock true potential and become a Kraken cornerstone. Then Stacy returns with your full First Alert weather forecast. Stay right here.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
This February, it's more countless wins with a $55,000 high-stakes giveaway at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Over $5,000 is up for grabs weekly, Fridays and Saturdays in February. Take-home cash prizes and premium Pendleton beef. Multiply your entries every Monday. And on Saturday, February 28th, 4 grand prize finalists will break the bank with $13,000 in cash and prizes, including $500 of Pendleton beef for each winner. Beef up your wins, only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
February is Heart Health Awareness Month. To help keep your heart fit, have regular checkups, and for more information, go to applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Heart Healthy Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Culligan helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options. For better water and finances that fit, contact your local Inland Northwest Water expert today.
Welcome back. For Capo Caco, who recently played for Team Finland in the 2026 Winter Olympics, leaving New York wasn't just a trade, it was a chance to finally unlock his elite potential. Our very own Jake Gable has a look at his transition from Madison Square Garden to the Emerald City.
The Kraken Player Profile, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
For years, Kaapo Kakko carried the weight of being a number 2 overall pick for the New York Rangers. Now a natural playmaker with a rare international pedigree, having won triple gold, the Finnish winger was always waiting for the right fit. That fit arrived on December 18, 2024, when he was traded to the Seattle Kraken. In the Pacific Northwest, Kakko finally found his rhythm. He used his 6'3" frame and elite hockey IQ to carve out a career-best 44-point season, proving he could be more than just a defensive, reliable forward. His resurgence earned him a 3-year, $13 million extension in the summer of 2025, cementing him as a pillar of the Kraken's future and a member of Team Finland in the 2026 Winter Olympics. Though a preseason hand injury briefly sidelined him, Kakko's game remains defined by a quiet composure. He doesn't play with a sense of rush. He simply reads the ice, protects the puck in the tightest spaces, and waits for the perfect moment to strike. In Seattle, the Finnish phenom is finally turning potential into production. Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Jake, thank you. Remember, you can watch the Kraken right here on Apple Valley News Now and our sister station, My Network TV. And if his recent production is any indication, the best of the Finnish winger is yet to come for the Kraken.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's dive into that forecast. It's been a wild week, and we've had a lot to talk about weather-wise. We've been seeing a few sprinkles in parts of the area. Most of those have dried up now. 41 degrees. Our feels like temp is 36. Those winds are light at 7 tonight, and temperatures continue to drop around the area. White Pass is already down to 20 degrees up in the mountains. We're seeing the 30s all the way down the Yakima Valley, still sitting here in the 40s. Tri-Cities, we're in the 30s for the foothills of the Blues. So let's take a look at the magic globe here, the crystal ball, our future cast, and we see more mountain snow. Now, there's winter weather advisories for the Cascades in Oregon, but we see a nice little band of snow coming right across White Pass overnight and then heading north by early morning. Tomorrow is going to be a mixture of things. Some people could see a raindrop. Some people are going to see some sunshine, maybe a little bit cloudy, and then cue up that snow again as we get into Thursday night. Now that's going to whip right on through the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, and it could bring some flakes to those regions late in the evening in the early morning hours. We'll have more Blue Mountain snow or foothills. We'll be watching this area for Friday morning commute or school delays, possibly. It's a little far out, but we'll really hone that in the next 24 hours. Let's talk snow by the region. Our Cascade Mountains looking at another 2 to 3 inches. This is by Friday. Down the Kittitas Valley, an inch or less. Same thing for the Yakima Valley all the way down into Sunnyside and Grandview, staying 0. Goose eggs there in the Columbia Basin and the foothills. This is where we're going to kind of keep an eye on that swirling pattern, Walla Walla to Milton Freewater. We had some road closures this morning around the region with some heavy snow across I-84, and we'll keep a close eye on those conditions there at Cabbage Hill and Tollgate over the next couple of days as well. Now, fast forward to next week, that we're saying Saturday to Monday, or excuse me, to Wednesday. The biggest portion of this is going to fall Monday into Tuesday, and in the mountains probably Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So a couple days of snow on tap. Temperatures in the 20s, chilly outside. Grab a coat. It's going to be a cold one. For the weekend, if you're traveling to the Seattle area, check the past reports, of course. Look at that. They're showing a little rain mix with snow possible in Seattle. Same thing in Portland. Dicey weather there as well. It's been cold. We've got some rain in the forecast for the weekend. So not the best weather to travel for this weekend, unless you like that sort of thing. Temperatures up in the Spokane area go from the 30s into the 40s, close to 50 by Sunday. Not too bad. Here's your 7-day planner. We stay in the 40s through Friday, and then we get a nice bump into the 50s with temperatures going just slightly above our average for this time of year. Take a look at Yakima. We've got a little sunshine on Friday, 40 degrees there, and temperatures warming up, but that system that moves in Sunday, Monday could bring a little rain mix with snow to the Yakima Valley. Let's take a look at Ellensburg. We also see those 30s going into the 40s with mixed precip, or a wintry mix as we like to call it, on Sunday. That would be overnight into Monday, and again, that's going to be the heaviest portion of that storm Sunday night into Monday, and a little bit left over on Tuesday. Walla Walla, look at that. We're showing a little snow icon there. It's a hit or miss snow shower there. If you guys get anything, it should just be a dusting, but just be aware of that. And then in Hermiston, there's your next 7 days. Looking pretty mild there. So busy in the weather center.
Yep.
Been loving it.
All right, Stacey, thank you. Coming up next, the Winter Games moment that is turning an unexpected guest into an internet sensation. Stay with us.
Good sleep is essential to life, health, and happiness. And all good sleep starts with the right mattress. With Doctor's Choice from Denver Mattress, you'll find the perfect combination of body cradling comfort and reactive support. And with 10 levels of comfort to choose from, I put my trust in Consumer Reports' recommended Doctor's Choice Plush. Patients ask me how I treat my own back issues, and I suggest they turn to Doctor's Choice at Denver Mattress.
It's what I did and continue to do to maintain my active lifestyle.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
At Legends Casino Hotel, we believe the perfect meal begins long before it reaches the table. That's why we partner exclusively with Royal Ranch, a family farm right here in Washington. From Royal Ranch to Legends, every cut of beef we serve begins on land cared for by people who believe in feeding their community responsibly. These cattle are pasture-raised, nourished through a regenerative loop that gives back to the soil and sustains the planet. For us, it's more than food. It's tradition, it's respect for the land, and pride in the people who make it possible. Treat yourself to all-natural pasture-raised, flame-broiled steaks, or melt in your mouth succulent prime rib. Try one of our towering burger creations, the legendary Mount Hood and Mount Adams. Stacked high with all your favorite fixing to satisfy the heartiest appetites and deliver a flavor experience that's bold, memorable, and unmistakably Northwest. From the first sizzle to the last bite, every dish tells a story. Taste the trust. Taste the tradition. Taste Royal Ranch beef, proudly crafted and executed by our culinary trained professionals at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Always local, always better, always legendary.
And we're back.
Team Yakima Federal versus the Big Bad Wolves.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, it's the Yakima Federal Home Loan team in a commanding lead.
And there's the snap.
Oh, the Wolves dropped the ball again.
Oh, no.
The quarterback is toast.
Big Bad Wolf Mortgage Pack just can't keep up with the Yakima Federal Home Loan team.
No surprise.
Size and experience count.
They certainly know how to close the deal.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan, your home team advantage.
Ooh, sacked again. That's going to leave a mark.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Time for What's Trending. Snoop isn't the only dog at the Winter Games.
That's right. Check out what happened during a women's cross-country skiing qualifying event on Wednesday. Right at the end, a dog came out of nowhere and joined the competitors as they crossed the finish line. The pup is a type of wolf dog named Nazgul.
He belongs to one of the event officials and is well known in the area. Apparently, he got out of the house on race day and decided to join his owner. His appearance delighted fans, and the racers say they weren't bothered one bit. And real quick, Stacey has the
medal count. I'm just going to do the top three. Norway's got 33 medals for first place. Italy has gotten 26 medals, and the U.S. in third place with 24 medals.
Well, at least we're in the top three.
In the top three, yes.
Well, listen to this next story. Can a restaurant call boneless wings wings?
A federal judge says the answer is yes. I've always wondered that, by the way. He threw out a lawsuit challenging the Buffalo Wild Wings menu, saying, quote, no meat on its bones. The judge says most people understand the products are made of chicken breast.
The lawsuit is from an Illinois man who claims he thought they were deboned chicken wings. The judge points out most people don't think cauliflower wings contain meat. Okay, then. Now we know.
People will sue for anything, right?
Oh, yes.
That's funny.
All about that money. What's next?
Still to come, we'll have one final check of your weather and your reason to smile when we come right back.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
I think this is my favorite. Hon, what do you think of this? From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. Avoid rising interest rates by changing your bathroom, not your home. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Today we're unboxing Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear. Wow! These wavy edges tear so much better than ordinary squares. And it's way softer. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear, definitely recommend. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Hair hit its breaking point? Pantene Pro-V Miracles formulas are infused with a provitamin complex, plus powerful ingredients like biotin and collagen to repair weak inner hair bonds without the $60 price tag. Give your hair a comeback story with Pantene.
The journey on Rocky Mountaineer has been incredible so far. It feels like you can reach out and touch the mountains, and I've never felt so taken care of. You really just have to be here.
Experience the Canadian Rockies by Luxury Rail. Rocky Mountaineer.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi.
Most people achieved clearer skin from head to toe. Many were 100% plaque-free. And many were completely clear, even at 5 years.
People also saw significant improvement in pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
This is Heart Health Awareness Month. To stay fit, check your cholesterol and blood pressure on the regular. Get more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Heart Healthy Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care. Dateline tonight on Apple Valley News Now's My Network TV.
And your reason to smile again. Beautiful photo from our good friend Alan. He likes to do those early morning walks along the Columbia River. Alan, I'm calling this just another tequila sunrise. Anyway, use that QR code right there on top of your screen. That's how you get your weather photo on TV.
All right, and then tomorrow gonna be dicey again in the morning?
Yeah, let's take a look at our screen once again, and we'll talk about what the weather headlines say again. Snow, snow, and snow in the forecast, so yes. Puxatawny apparently was right this year, at least for us, right? So lots of snow in the area again going forward, and then a chilly morning out the door. You want to bundle up those kiddos if you have to hang out and wait for that bus in the morning. So
that's for sure.
Do so.
Thanks for joining us here at 6 and 6:30. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great night.